Uh-oh. Do mix it up. Oh. Whoops. Mix. Mix it up. Login. Login. Okay. Close. Alright. Good. This is good. Alright. This is a game called Growing My Grandpa. Let's see how everything looks. Oh, it's working. That's good. Hey! Marvel Jakes. Hey, yeah. I'm live. The game that you sent me. This is still very loud on your end. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. So big ups for this one. I've had my eye on this one for quite a while. All right. I'm gonna press start. Yes. This is a game by Yames, by the way. The game is designed to be played with a mouse. The input required of you is based around clicking clicking the mouse buttons. The right mouse button will change the cursor's image and function. Only when pointing, indicated by the extended index finger, can you, the player, interact with certain menu buttons and prompts. Please click below in pointing mode to continue. Oh. Yeah, simping for Android and all. Oh. Second cursor mode is indicated by the cursor's image featuring a hand extending all fingers. This mode concerns interacting with objects inside the world, mainly picking up an object and moving it into another position. To continue, pick up the trash. Please pick up the trash on the right and place it in the trash can on the left. Remember, right mouse button will change the cursor's mode, but when holding something, the mode cannot be changed until the cursor is not holding something. Okay. Oh. Ah. That's it. There will be many situations in growing my grandpa that will require you to pick things up, place things, grab things, or give things. Don't be afraid to experiment and keep an open mind about using your hand. Please click the continue button below. Remember, menu buttons must be clicked in the pointer mode. Oh. Oh, I thought we were done. In order to expedite the cleaning process, you can use digits 1, 2, and 3 on your keyboard's number row at the top of the keyboard to reposition the trash can below. Try moving the can to the right of the screen. 3 on your keyboard. Your grandpa was made out of chia seeds? What? Hi, buddy. Okay. Wait, okay. So I can move the trash can. Weird. Fucking what? Variety of video options can be changed. Oh, yeah, I did that. F3 to adjust shader effects before to cycle through displays. I did that before. By default, growing my grandpa is displayed scaled up by a factor of 2, and the shader is set at low. It was this big when I originally opened it on my screen. It was very tiny. Oh my god. Hovering over the small question mark at the top right provides an overlay related to available configuration options. Try hovering over it. Kurt to F5. Oh, good. I like the original. All right. Oh my God. Thus ends the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed Growing My Grandpa. Infinite thanks to my patrons and supporters of my work, Yames. Yames did another game called Explore My Body. Week 1. And it was weird. Oh, you know what might help? This by plug-in computer. Okay. I excused Adrienne during music class today and spoke with her about her recent string of demerits. It was our first time meeting outside of quarterly evaluations, and I believe it went well. I can certainly understand Mrs. Richardson's classroom observations concerning Adrienne's emotional state. She was, of course, intensely shy when we first met. As I understand it, she is similarly withdrawn in her classroom activities and only speaks or acts when she absolutely must. Some things she simply will not do. Instead of participating in mandatory group activities, she will sit alone and accept that she will receive a demerit. Before the meeting, I read Mrs. Richardson's parent-teacher report, which allowed me to estimate some about Adrienne's home life. The parents are well-educated and come from a prestigious background, but they lack time to properly nurture Adrienne. She's often alone, and when she's not, the parents seem to not understand the importance of warmth and an affirmation when dealing with someone so young. Having two parents of this reserved and icy temperature exacts an inhibition in a child. The child's imagination is subdued, but only ostensibly. Big words. Where it eventually finds its way into regular life. I surmised that I would be able to reach out to Adrienne by way of make-believe. How are you liking your new house? You've told me you used to live close by, but it still can be a big adjustment. A new room, a new school. The basement. I like that. The basement? Yeah. There's lots of cool stuff. Mom and Dad sent me down there. Your mom and Dad made you go? Yeah. But there's lots of cool stuff. Well, that's not why they sent me down there, though. Why did they send you down there? Fighting. They were fighting, shouting. I came to help, and they shouted at me. They said, go clean up downstairs, so I went. That sounds tough. Did they fight a lot? No. Well, they, It's all right, Adrienne. Maybe you can tell me more about the basement instead. Okay, well, it was weird at first with the stuff down there, but cool. I found something living, sort of. That's very interesting, Adrienne. Please tell me more. By indulging in her fantasies and stories, I was able to glean more of an understanding of Adrienne's anxiety surrounding her home and parents. The symbols of Adrienne's story seem to carry their own traumatic weight, and her exploration of the basement may very well be a vehicle for the conveyance of her anxiety. Whatever might come of our next meeting, whether she will engage in similar make-believe, I will set down her story here. Adrienne's story begins with her delving into the basement with a trash receptacle and the goal of cleaning up. She discovered one of the walls was covered in plastic bags. She went to investigate, intent on tearing away whatever they covered. Upon removing the plastic trash bags from the wall, she noticed their interior lining was covered in glass. Like a window, I offered. No, she said, like a mirror. Oh. I want to see if this stupid stream... Oh, it still looks good. Okay, that's good. Let me know if it gets, like, choppy or bad or anything. Okay. Okay. Reflecting inward towards the animal they covered. I gently asked her what exactly this animal was. Here's where the material reality of the story took a turn for the explicitly fantastic and imaginary. Oh. Upon her discovery of it, at her gaze, it grew, or extended, its shaggy-haired self. Hair like the fur of a dog, I offered. No, she said. Not the fur of a dog, nor the hair on her head. It grew out towards her, the animal's hair reaching out. It was hard, standing almost straight, like the hair on a brush. A bristle, I offered. Yes, she said. She was very afraid at first, but then very curious. I asked her what else was in the room. More things hidden away, she said. Things of Grandpa's as well. First, she found a hidden passage under the stairs. Inside were strange dolls, magic objects, naked, faceless figures. Gross! I heard these cryptic utterances and merely nodded. In order to keep the game of make-believe going, I only pressed for details where I thought necessary. Faceless dolls could be a simple metaphor for the anonymity she feels in her own home. The hidden passage, I am unsure of what to make of that. The revealing of the concealed seems to be thematic in her fantasy. The door under the stairs is but one example. I hear stepping. Naked. Ah! The darkness of the shadowy corner unnerves you. You cannot explore here without some form of light. Okay. I understand. Ooh. Really loud for me. Trash! Can I not? Okay. Oh. Wait. Oh, I gotta... Ah. Ah. Oh. Once she removed the panel and found the magical hidden passage, she was very specific about what she took. She found a magic book, a magic doll, and a photo of her late grandpa. And magic glue. Oh my god! Oh. Hey, look, a notebook. I'll get it in a second. Okay. Oh god! Something else! Well, we're cleaning up. This is our job. Oh my god, glue? Glue? We came down here with a specific objective to clean up. Okay. Okay, almost done. Almost done. Oh, well, that was pointless. Okay. Oh my god! A photo of your late grandfather. Oh, Mr. PhD. Yeah, spooky, right? Right after. On the reverse side of the photograph, there's more text. Good luck on your trip to the Urals. Stay warm. Okay. Papers crudely bound together to form a book. The impetus of this research was the recognition of a particular pattern in fragments of documents relating to magic and magico-religious practices. Numerous sources were drawn from commentaries on laws relating to the banning of sorcery and necromancy, compilations of folk charms relating to love spells, hagiography. Can I Google it, Raptor? Is this a trick? Because I guess I'm gonna say it's a place? Like islands? Is it a place? Hope so. You're smarter than I am. Compilations of folk charms relating to love spells. I'm watching chat. Hagiographs of saints Hagio, and their encounters with devils. The list spans many centuries and a great distance. From the Levant to the Khazar Khaganate to the border of modern nation-states of Russia and Kazakhstan today. I'm guessing the Urals are a place, like islands. Or it's the thing taller. Urals. Is it like Stonehenge? I was gonna say maybe colder. Iceberg. Tall icebergs. Indrid Ural? Huh? I'm very confused. From this paper trail arose a consistent account about a certain form of magic relating to the binding of demons to a sorcerer's will. A demon called the Heaven of Needles, or the Angel of Needles, was known to be kept best by shamanic keepers or wards who suffer from face blindness, whether by birth or... Oh, what? It didn't used to show people on my list playing games, whatever. Whether by birth or through developmental causes like a stroke or head injury. It was known to be extremely effective but terribly dangerous. So much so that it became outlawed several times and was generally a popular scapegoat relating to unexpected death. Using display. Is it my... I'm using game capture. I'll figure it out a little bit later, but I'm using game capture. Oh my god, nexus of magico-religious meaning-making, sorcery regarding human-related desires in the history of science of neurological disorders related to the fusiform gyrus, where the subject of this dissertation will reside. Oh my god. I'll outline further and then analyze the historical sources I mentioned previously. Then I will go into the neurology of oh my god! Oh. Got glue. All clean! It will not be dirty again until next week. Okay, that's good. What? I know. Yeah, what am I supposed to make of that? Oh my god. A slouching doll. Its material is rough and coarse. Like corduroy. Also, what are the Urals? I interrupted to ask what she did with these magical, mysterious materials. Grow Grandpa, she explained plainly, and then, without missing a beat, she continued on with her story. Feeling this was a potent symbol, I stopped her again to ask what she meant. Somewhat puzzled, I did not understand immediately, so she explained slowly. Grandpa lives in the cage in the other room, the cage behind the door. They grew people in the cage. Ah. Right. Did I? Because I can't clean this, so whatever. Hastily written note. I have repeatedly called your homes to no avail, so I am forced to leave this here for you all. I found William sitting in the corner of the enclosure area, seeming... It's a good game, don't worry. It's a good game. Seeming severely concussed. Whiskers was gone. In none of its usual hiding places. I immediately suspected the worst. The project thus must be suspended for now. I'm leaving up the usual mirrored coverings we use to keep the anthropoidic void sealed. What? What? I have done my best to lock up everything in such short notice. It is a hasty fix, but will require some time to find more permanent remedy. I'm honestly hoping you do not find this note, as I intend to lock the house down too. I intend to race off to you to retrieve your lockbox keys. Don't worry about William's key. It and the rest of his equipment is almost certainly deep within Whiskers now. I pray you do not enter this room, no matter how it may appear. William cannot be helped, and is only being kept alive as a means of continuing predation on the rest of us. Did I read it stupid? Did I read it like a dumb? Oh, okay. It just sort of kind of closed on me. Okay. Alright, well, whatever. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a freaking novel. I will say once again, no matter what state you encounter William in, he cannot be helped. I have sympathy for the young man, I truly do, but I found on his person several photos of his late sister, which would imply certain risks he knew he was taking. How is this hastily written? Our extant research materials have now become possible liabilities, either criminal or professional in nature, so I have stashed them away. I believe I let you all know how I might do this if we were ever to experience an event such as this. I hope you all remember what I told you. So long then. Beyond the door, in the room, the cage was hidden, concealed in another cloak of inward-facing mirrors. A hidden cage lined with mirrors. It is strange, almost poetic. The elaborate fantasy of self-reflection, concealment, captivity. Honey, I don't think it's a metaphor. At the cage, she finally cast her spell. Okay. But it was confusing, she confided at first. She took the magic doll, the magic glue, and the photo of her grandpa, and she combined them. She wished very hard. I can only assume in this fantasy that next her wish would come true. In what child's story would it not? Who dat? A tangible symbol of intention and desire. She put Grandpa in the cage, assuming that was part of the ritual. She was not clear on how it worked. God, that's loud. What precise instructions she could glean from her grandfather's magic book was complicated by her reading comprehension. She wished with all her heart, and then she told me she waited a while for anything to happen, and after that time, she began to cry. I cried really hard, she said. I wanted Grandpa to be back. I wanted my parents to stop being so mean. And it hurt me. It hurt me wish for Grandpa to come back, and for my parents to be different. I could feel it through the walls, and it felt me through the air. I asked her what exactly she meant. She could only repeat what she said. By this time, lunch was almost over. I said goodbye to Adrienne, and she left to rejoin her class. I was left to consider our conversation. I believe the storytelling strategy I have employed was not unfruitful, but I must probe deeper, if I can. Yeah, corrupted wish. Although I can be sure of nothing, I interpret. The impressions I get may begin to help me get an idea of the right questions to ask. Knowledge you acquired this week has given you access to certain topics or keywords you can use to discuss with Grandpa. Oh, yay! Okay, consider discussing this when Grandpa emerges. Oh. Shell! Week 2. Cool! I met again with Adrienne in order to address her emotional outbursts in the past few weeks. It is our second time meeting, and while it is standard practice to have multiple sessions with a troubled student, as I assembled a report for the counseling department, I could not help but think, as we sat down in my office, that Adrienne already seemed to show a remarkable change in self-esteem and in confidence. And perhaps my and Mrs. Richardson's estimation of her as emotionally disturbed was erroneous. Ew, emerges. Paralyzing shyness and the withdrawn attitude Adrienne possessed last week was not entirely diminished, but she seemed to hold herself differently this week. However, this only lasted as long as our conversation pertained to initial introductory pleasantries. God, these words! When I began once again asking about her parents, her feelings regarding her new school, and her new home, she quickly lost what new confidence she had gathered up and withdrew again into herself. Once again, I partook in some collaborative make-believe, but this time I was aided by the fact that I had managed to do some research into Adrienne's grandfather, and I had some insight into what she might actually be finding in the basement. Now, this may be overstepping my bounds some as a school counseling caseworker, but this was all in the service of making Adrienne comfortable and happy in this learning environment. In any case, I was able to dig up information regarding the grandfather by inquiring at the university in town. Not that I make it a habit of sleuthing, but I had suspicion that the grandfather was professor there. or at least some sort of researcher, due to the fact that the newly constructed laboratory on the campus I drive by every day bears his name and memorial. He was some sort of anthropologist or linguist or neuroscientist. I did not have to dig that deep before the scope of his work became dizzying and I ran up against the limits of my undergraduate education. But back to the make-believe. There she is. What is your grandpa like? Is he a smart man? Not anymore, but I'm teaching him. So he's grown a good deal then. You have been feeding him well? Yeah, he's getting bigger, but he has a lot of room in his cage. He's still behind the bars? Yeah, well, he might be able to climb out eventually. There's this vent in the ceiling. Well, perhaps if he climbs out, I could meet him someday. Yeah, maybe, but he's not ready to leave. He can't take care of himself. I have to feed him, pick up after him. Gross. Ah, you store the food in your lunchbox. That's nice of you to share. He can almost talk. You cannot speak with it? He doesn't...
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Whoa! Thanks, Decepticon, for the 3 months. And it says 2 number 9s. Number 9 large. Number 6 with extra dip. Number 7. 2 number 45s. 1 with cheese and a large soda. Yeah, a burger sounds nice. Thanks! He doesn't have a mouth, sort of. But how do you feed him? He has a mouth on the side, on his shell, or the stuff that is his skin. I'm a little confused. Maybe you can go through a typical day with your grandpa? Okay. Yeah, that's big ol' menu if we got, like, hiccup, 45 items. I asked her to explain how she goes about growing her grandpa, and Adrienne began another tale. According to Adrienne, in the week that had passed, much had changed in the basement. Here we go. Oh, I can examine it. The hairy thing that was here before is gone. Oh, I should go see Grandpa first, but I want to look around. Grandpa, Grampy, Grandpa. Yeah. Grampy? Oh. It was scary at first, she said. The way he moved, the way the doll's skin covered him. I wanted to interject. This somehow seemed inappropriate, but I kept listening. When I look at him, she continued, when I think about him, he grows and moves. It's like he's growing for me. So he's growing bigger now, I asked. Yes, she said, bigger every day. This begins the actual growing part of growing your grandpa. Beneath the doll's burlap skin, the follicles knit together what resembles a proper person. Your grandpa. You're in charge of its cognitive development and diet until it is able to sustain itself. I can't speak tonight, apparently. Currently, you are observing Grandpa. Please click the arrow back button below for a brief tutorial of your duties as a caretaker. Here we see a variety of options. Objectives related to feeding and teaching Grandpa. Important messages regarding Grandpa's recent activity will also appear here. Wow. You'll need to find it food and learning material before you can move on to the next week. Some foods will make Grandpa happy, others merely content. Some food will make Grandpa disgusted to the point of nausea. And I know, I did watch Markiplier play this a long time ago. I know that, like, making him sick at some point, well, it's you gotta do that. He, like, pukes up something. Yeah, Cinnabite. Learning material is also scattered throughout the basement. Seek out vocabulary cards intended to help teach English and basic anthropoidic concept formation. Options highlighted in red are related to navigating around Grandpa's enclosure. Oh, go to Grandpa. Okay, accessing the study corner will let you go over any documents you pick up as the weeks go by. It's a good idea to learn about the work of the people who last occupied this space. Accessing the kitchen corner will let you search for food in the old refrigerator and prepare food for Grandpa if need be. Help button will replay this tutorial. Wow! Save game button will save your current progress. Cool. You can only have one save file at a time. So if you have saved data, you will be asked if it's okay if you override it. Oh, exit game? What does that do? Oh, more buttons may or may not appear depending on your development of Grandpa, so watch out for them. Ah! One final note. Take care to explore the basement at your leisure. However, due to the entropic nature of clutter and trash, different weeks may allow you to find different things you had not previously discovered. Wow. Good luck! Thanks! Not yet, Morgan. We've just started. Also, hi. I'm gonna save real quick. Okay. Alright. Save state style. Dude, did you not see me, like, you saw me save scumming so hard in Killer Frequency? Shh. Meth Bear. Examine. Slouching under the weight of rot and refuse. Uh-oh. What is that at the bottom? Shut up. Okay, I want to get the best ending in Killer Frequency, so... Trash! The fuck is that? What is that? It looks like a human. Yeah, he's still awake. Bad boy. Blueberries! It looks edible. Grandpa might like this. They're white. Is that a heart or a baby? Oh, it's a face! Look! You can see the mouth, nose, eyes. Nervous system. Actually, Decepticon sleeps more than I prefer that he did. Like, it's Friday, and he had to go to bed. Like, when? Oh my god! It's just faces! An account of an acquisition. Before we began, he had us all cover our faces completely. An earthenware pot was... and on the inside we stole brief glances at it. We could see the interior was inlaid with mirrors. The gave it small pieces of dough, spoiled food, chicken feed, keeping it content. Keeper gestured towards the small bag where the food composted and told us... okay. Ooh, okay. This is important. Told us to be careful not to feed it any meat. I asked if the rotting food was enough to sustain it, how it might get nutrients from any of this. Keeper regarded me seriously and said it did not matter what it was fed. The act of feeding itself was what mattered. The act of feeding flesh is another act, however. He then gave me another series of grave warnings regarding not keeping any animal-derived foods near where I might be keeping it. Ugh. Spooky. Oh, yeah. Wait, you went to bed at 11 p.m.? Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I like the music that's happening. Oh, so here, there's a safe. Okay. Something about that painting looks strange. Ah! Oh! Demon hours, yeah. Oh. Okay, radiographic images. Yeah, you were definitely done for. And your body probably needed the sleep. And now you're drinking coffee and watching me clean imaginary trash. Oh, 2 trash piles. Ugh! Fiberglass insulation. This isn't really food. Grandpa might eat it, however. Yeah. Is that it? Oh. Yay. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. Ah. We got really good parents. They make us go down here and clean the trash that builds up every week. Amazing. Yeah, it's way more fun than cleaning actual trash. I'll admit to that. That's why I play a house flipper. This might be useful in the construction of magical symbol. Magic symbol? What the fuck? Oh. I can't see all the trash sometimes. Okay. Ah! Trash. There's a bulbous growth, apparently. We'll look at that in a moment. It's gonna be an amalgamation like Akira. I mean... Why do you have to ask permission? Wait, what? Wait, why are you asking permission? What are you asking permission for? Whoever said that? You gonna do what you want, but please. Corroded battery. This isn't really food. Grandpa might eat it, however. True. Ah! Teach Grandpa this word to read with notes of past educators. I don't know, Meth Bear. I don't know. Okay, there's some trash. Oh, okay. There. Something appears to be growing from the wall. You take a closer look. What? Oh my god, you guys are nuts. Yeah, she knows what she wants. Okay, 1. I need to stop it with the double... I've got like double alerts. It's my fault. A pulsating stack. The slimy membrane that is its skin seems to contain something. It might be able to be opened with a blade. Oh, I clicked off again. Okay. Ooh, I can search the fridge. Lettuce. It looks edible. Grandpa might like this. Ooh, brown banana. It looks edible. Grandpa might like this. Are you asking for permission if you need a woman's permission? Study corner. Oh my god, there's more to go! Beans? Do we lose food from the previous day? I guess I'll find out. Cashews! Looks edible. Grandpa might like this. Oh, trash? 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 Trash. More trash. The fuck is that? Oh, it's trash. I'll clean. Holy what did my parents do down here? Why is everything so trashy? No. No. Grandpa! Alright, what else can we find? Oh, that was trash. It's cleaning your base. A big part of this game is cleaning the basement. You find like a bunch of research material. Again, I have seen Markiplier play this, but it's been so long. I forgot that there was this much cleaning in it. I remember the game being really good. The games by this dude, Yames, are... Oh, okay. Oh, you remove the taped down fabric to reveal the cabinet's wooden bottom. Oh! 'Cause he is. I like it. Oh, there's so much to read. Educational posters. Okay. Cool. Yeah, he did. He did. Alright, you slip the radiographic images you found onto the machine's display. Did I? Oh. Day 19 after dormancy and the vacuum. Broken? Yes. Steel chamber adjacent to Whiskers, growth cycle 21, which had been freed from the anthropoidic vacuum, constructed quite economically from plastic and broken mirrors. The first propagation's original earthenware vacuum was shattered during the move in. Human participant was asked to think of someone in the popular consciousness, fictional or no, and conjugate on their image, personality, face if possible, voice if possible, etc. Our participant chose Jesus of Nazareth, and with weekly repeated exposure to the participant's imaginings, propagation number 21 began forming what resembled an anthropoid Nazarene in the fold of its spine. Skull, man, what? Skull, oh! Huh? Do you mean Skull made that image? Because if so, big ups. Previous human-oriented tests have always bore out a result that Whiskers would form an anthropoid team member. Okay, so it makes people not actually a replica of a person, or if it is, it's only a replica of the fiction of a person generated from the mind of another. Desirous yield was not Jesus Christ, but the participant's image of Jesus, assembled from their religious upbringing, religious artwork, depictions of popular culture, etc. Radiograph was taken right before the destruction of the growth cycle, while Whiskers was rendered unconscious via fumigation. It as hair or needles or quills, but Whiskers more accurate. So it's got hair like whiskers. Follicles or spines. Oh my god! Okay, wait, this one isn't so long. Hi, John. The nerve nets distributed throughout the morphology of these spines resembles those genus Hydra, but what? Oh, okay. Each spine is laden with dense optical arrangements similar to compound eyes. The Hydra connection is assuredly worth investigating. Ew, what? Mammalian forms. A series of zoomorphic influence. This is crazy. Thank you. Thank you. How am I? I'm good. I am good. How are you? Subject of the image was found nowhere near the enclosure. It's almost like a piece of whiskers fell off and scurried into the corner. I feel like we've learned a lot since then, but at the time I remember speaking about the morphology being weird, not even really resembling any extent to zoomorphic structure, besides maybe a cuttlefish. Then I happened to open the thing up. Inside were all these little dead amoeba-like things, but they all sort of looked like they had faces that were just barely there. After I took the radiograph, I gathered it up and went to go through it in the biohazard bin. Oh, well, I don't have Discord open right now because when I stream it makes it worse for me. So, I'll look at it later. As I walked by the bars of the enclosure, I could hear Whiskers suddenly going wild, flopping around and grunting excitedly. Could it have smelled the cuttlefish thing? Would it eat its own production? I guess it's technically flesh. Discord was a mistake. Oh, you just gotta. Oh, you worked an extra hour. Oh, well, but extra money. Just in case you wanted to take. Alright. Alright. Wow. I had gotten so used to that sound. Okay. Let's go talk to Grandpa. Wait. Hold on. I'm gonna go to the kitchen. I'm gonna prepare food. Banana. Yeah, the track. I'll agree that the tractor beam Discord is fun. Batteries concealed in the browning banana. Okay, so I put a battery in the banana. I don't know. I just did. Just. Look at it! Look at it! Look at it! Grandpa seems sort of sluggish and bored. You get the feeling it may be more content and readily cooperative once fed and taught a word or two. Can I feed Grandpa? Uh-oh. No. You approach...
I'm a savage. Penis size average.
I guess he doesn't like that, so... Grandpa! Left of its smell. Grandpa's nostrils. What? What? Do I not have the right food? Click on Grandpa's nostrils, left of his mouth with a handful. Grandpa grunts in appreciation and locomotes towards its favorite corner. Okay, let's teach Grandpa. No. Yes. Oh god. Oh my god, this is so hard. Oh, I see. Okay. It's so weird. I love it. Deep within Grandpa's strange membranes, phonate confidently. Hello. What I had to do is like hold my mouse down on the dark red parts and like follow it. What the hell? Having completed the lesson, you take a look back at the vocabulary module card and the notes there written by administrators of the past. Holy fuck. All right. We're already encountering some difficulty as Whiskers subjectively is so much determined by a diverse and dynamic array of influences. It attempts to mimic the thoughts and desires it passively intercepts, and these limitations go on to structure the basis of its identity. Only later in Whisker's growth cycle does it begin to form an identity or identities that are coherent and capable of resembling a sane, rational human being when engaged in conversation. One must imagine how hard it would be to converse with someone who is not yet oriented in one particular way towards who or how they are, because they might have 20 different honest answers to those questions, all of them mixed and muddled together. Because of this, we have started with the basics of conversations, greetings, partings, identifying one another, forming questions, etc. It is fortunate Whisker's current growth, number 19, I believe, has developed mostly accurate human mouth simulation. Hello was a bit of a challenge to the previous growth, as it had failed to develop an adequate organ to act as a human tongue. Cool, right? Fuck. You step away from the bars and store the module card at the document table. I'm gonna teach Grandpa again. Yeah. I have to feed him again too. Yeah.
love it. Grandpa.
Are you talking about Arrival? I love that movie. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. Oh, so good. It's about neural activity. Good God. All right, saving. Yes. Okay. Now, what we could do is feed Grandpa the banana with the battery in it, and it would make him sick. Common injured save, that's right. Should I do that? Yes. I should. Probably, right? Probably. Right. Although quickly consumed, the meal seems to be causing some indigestion. Clearly disappointed in the lack of sustenance, it dejectively locomotes back to its favorite corner. Wait! Oh! Key. Still somewhat wet. Okay. Grandpa? You good? You good, homie? Okay. He's good. So, now, I have a key. I bet. You try the safe's lock with the key you found. Yeah, it pops open. Science! Hey, who dat? A photo of your mother as a young woman. The recognition of this face kicks off a cascade of emotion and meaning deep within your psyche. He not hungry again. So it was just a picture of dear mumsy? Okay. Oh, yeah. So... Oh, okay, so I can end the week here. Alright. Yes. Okay. Language. Three. Mrs. Richards approached me the other day in order to remark on Adrian's development. She noted how much more at ease she appeared when called upon in class or when asked to participate in group exercises. I told her I had seen this change happening as well, and that as much as I would like to take credit for it, I can only guess dimly at what might be reshaping her attitude. Mrs. Richards posited that it was perhaps Adrienne's family moving into their grandfather's property that caused the change. It apparently is out in the country and in a wooded area full of wide open space and far from the bustle and noise of the city. The grandfather, Dr. Jacob Hart, had jointly purchased the land with the university he was employed with and began constructing what he was intending to be a satellite campus for a burgeoning psychological anthropology program that he had. Only one building ever ended up being constructed after Dr. Hart died in a car accident. Thank you, Derek. I mean, Meth Bear? No, but thanks. Dr. Hart died in a car accident when driving back from the property one day, eerily almost at the exact time. A grad student who was assisting Dr. Hart on some sort of project at the property vanished without a trace. Yo, you did not. Whatever. You made a bunch of woman jokes, so. Hey, Normal Jinx is playing Deathloop. Cool. So, I'm sorry. I don't know why it's capturing that now. It didn't used to. I'm not using display capture. I'm using game capture, so it's stupid. Property sat in disuse for years as it was tied up in legal battles between Dr. Hart's next of kin, the university, the vanished grad student's family, and the other students Dr. Hart was working with. Eventually, the case was settled out of court. Only recently did the property fall into the possession of Adrienne's mother. Sorry, Mythman. Obviously, I was not going to relay this whole tragic story to Adrienne, who, for all I know, believes her grandpa is still be living in the basement of his home. Besides, I thought she might already know all this. Perhaps the elaborate story she was constructing was her own way of escaping the morbid details of a life, or perhaps lives, cut short by the cruel force of fate and the cynical adults who squabbled in the aftermath. I determined perhaps the storytelling she was and continues to engage in should not be encouraged by me, at least not in the way I went about it before, where I made active inquiries into her strange fantasy of a semi-sentient ball of skin. No, what, do you have to work on Saturdays, Jinx? I still need to play Deathloop. I know it's in the Dishonored universe, which everyone knows that that's my jam. But yeah, I got it. I guess I still gotta play it. I saw Adrienne did not bring up her grandpa or ask questions about his growth. Adrienne could not stop talking about it. However, hiccup. I had no choice but to weather her bizarre and enthusiastic effusions about her new best friend. Oh god, she's scary. Adrienne, maybe we can talk about something else. I'm not sure I'm following exactly. He's gotten so big. He has so many whiskers that come out, and I can see them move around when I think about him. It is 12:14 a.m. where I'm at. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm so happy Grandpa's back. He's so much cooler than Mom and Dad. Once again, for what it's worth, I have put down the story she told me as best as I could. Adrienne once again told me about growing her grandpa. Cool music. It's cool. Can I stab the growth with a key? Oh, no. Alright, it's time clean. What the heck is that? Yeah, you're up and all. Do you have to work on Saturdays, Jinx? Oh, that's trash. Ah! Gimme! I know the ambiance is another bulbous growth. Cool. I like the ambiance. It's disgusting, and I like it. I think it does its job. There's definitely a sense of dread. There's also a lot of information being thrown at me, of course. My leg itches, and I'm sorry. Or is it ambiance? What do you mean? What else could it be? Eh? Trash Sim! Boop, boop, boop. Occasional Saturday night. Oh. Yay. Interesting. Okay. Indecision. Okay. Why is there so much trash down here every week? What are Mom and Dad doing? Is that an eyeball? Ah! So many things. Potato! Life. Cool. Okay. Good God, man. Mom and Dad are lucky to have a daughter as good as me who cleans up their trash. Hey, look, a spine. That spine is still there. I feel like it's a spine. Oh, okay. Well, alright. Am I gonna get an achievement for cleaning everything? Because that would fix this. Hi, face! Hello! Okay. Okay, trying to do this quick. Trying to do this quick. Quick. Ah! Doing it quick. Fuck me up. Okay, nothing. Great. What? We are the doubter. Okay. Did I already clean this trash pile? I did. This is still too dark. I guess it's time to see. Yeah, no. So, this is Adrienne recounting the stories to the counselor person. So we are Adrienne. Do we have food? Oh, a pear. Looks great. Ooh, a strawberry. Why do I have to? Oh, I guess I don't have to prepare food. I could do what I did with the battery and like shove something terrible in there if I want him to throw up again. Fooge. Grandpa's gums are bleeding slightly, and its skin seems overly dry. It may need a food packed with vitamin C. A kiwi fruit would be an excellent remedy. Devour. Oh my god. You in a pair, Grampy? I'm gonna teach him. Okay. Here we go.
What?
We're devouring old fruit. Yeah, little pieces of my identity, probably. Oh my god. At week 3 of growth, Whiskers appeared to recall some information. I think these sounds are more for me They're so funny. We cannot be sure this was really the case. For all we know, if interpreters recollecting information was really it drawing semantic content from one of our recollections of it and redeploying it without rationality or contextualization. For the sake of our safety and for the sake of scientific inquiry, we are attempting to draw out from Whiskers whether it somehow retains knowledge from previous cycles in its morpholactic nucleus. We did not think it was possible. The nucleus, though complex and incredible in its regenerative abilities, was capable of this, and that the nerve network that grew from it made at the base of Whiskers' mind. I think these are the notes from Grandpa, like the actual Grandpa, or the scientists he worked with. Yeah, I think, because, I mean, Grandpa obviously had a hand in whatever this thing is. It's cool and weird. But yeah, I think, yeah, Jacob Hart, or Grampy. I like teaching Grandpa. Can we attempt to communicate? Ooh. Grandpa accedes to your request. It approaches the bars and begins to unknit its skin. The inner Grandpa, though still not fully formed, is revealed. It may be fruitful to speak with it if it can respond. Speaks somewhat due to its underdeveloped tongue, mouth, and jaw. However, it manages to rasp out an answer. Hunger is not enough. On the walls of the cave of the Auroch can be hunger transformed. Desire is fulfilled by pain. What? Grandpa, I'm a child. Your grandpa doesn't have the right words right now. I can only say, I love you. Oh, love is not enough, though. Desire is not enough. Project it outwards. Make it true to yourself. If only in symbol, then it will be enough. What? For me and for you. Ooh-wee! Grandpa's shell. Something to grow in. My skin is not the doll's skin. My skin is not like your skin either. I can still feel your eyes on me inside my shell. I have many eyes to see, but I don't need them as much as I need your eyes, with which I can understand as seeing me. There is a cycle of attention. You give me myself, but I am still not that. Slowly I form a human shape, and you can see me more as human, and I become that. They kept putting me in a box, sleeping, and then setting a light, and then in a box in the corner, in the darkness. I guess so. Is that what the moral of the story is? Manifest your own destiny? Most of you couldn't read then. The scribe came and wrote what everyone said, but I wrote on strips of bark with thin reeds. No, it was not that. It was a paper posted somewhere. It had words to open the box. I was half dead in the box. The part of me that dies was put there for a long time. That part of me and other things they threw in. A refuse pile, papers they discarded. Grandpa is old. My lives were easier before I made myself speak, and before you made clothes to wear and rules to obey. Your grandpa remembers. I have learned much in many lives and deaths. This thing obviously is not our grandpa. It's been around for a long-ass time. Keep speaking with me. I love talking with you and learning from you, and it helps your grandpa so much. Soon I will be everything you would like me to be. I love it. What was that? I can't. I'm teaching my grandpa. His grandpa's memories, but not his soul. I know. Indecision. Oh, hold on. Did something happen and I just didn't see it? No. There's something happened and I didn't see it. Alright. Social cues, semantic content, psi field, still becoming muddled and slipped without distinction into conversation, although our intention of instilling it in solid memory of mind will perhaps make it begin to understand that we do not know what it knows or know what we are without our control sending to it. One would think a theory of mind. Oh, fucking hell. We never see it develop a theory of mind anytime soon, as Dr. Hart has disallowed a cycle of whiskers growth to live into the beginnings of maturity. I'm gonna feed Grandpa. Do the strawberry. Okay. Okay. So it did that. Oh, can I search the? Oh yeah. Okay, I almost ended the week. There might be a story. I love the creepy sounds. I love when people can make like really unsettling games like this. They're so unique and special. I'll clean. Hiccup. So much trash. It looks like skin. Okay, and I love the ambiance, the ambience. I love it. I like it. I was gonna say I like the sound. Ow! Okay. Wait, did I not clean? Oh, I did. I cleaned all of them. Mom, shell notes, severe. I'm not. What games did you get, John? I'm curious. So, I guess I could just end the week there. Talk Grandpa. Boy. The time I have to spend compiling an evaluation on Adrienne is almost up, and I still can't say what to make of her changes in mood. It is, of course, the case that children of Adrienne's age are nowhere near finished learning and growing. I may have to simply be happy that Adrienne was able to improve her attitude. Got Dead Island and Atomic Heart? Atomic Heart is so good. You want to get Baldur's Gate? Oh my god. Yeah, that's a lot. And I'm very happy you're playing Atomic Heart. It's very good. However, something in the odd and occasionally grotesque stories she continues to bring up to me still strike me as meaningful. How has your week been, Adrienne? Grandpa's almost ready. He's almost finished. Well, sort of. He's almost as big as his shell now. He has a face, and he can talk pretty well, and almost has legs. I see. As before, I have put down the story she told me as best as I could. Once again, Adrienne told me about her growing her grandpa. Do I not have, like, a flashlight or anything now? Like, I could stab the bulbous growth with a key. Just saying. I'm sure you've tried to pop a balloon with a key and it worked. What the fuck is that? Is that soap? I have the DLC for Atomic Heart. I need to actually finish the game. But I have this habit of not finishing games that I really like on purpose. So, yeah, Atomic Heart is it's a very fun game. Grandpa might eat it, however. Okay. And I go back into there. Okay. Will I get a piece of something sharp? I know that we get a piece of mirror at some point, and I don't know. It didn't let me pick it up when we found it near the vent. So, yeah. So, I end up finishing them. I don't want to, like, alright, I played some more Death Stranding recently, but because Death Stranding 2 is coming out, I was trying to, like, you know, make the experience last. What's that? Mushroom! Symbol. Gross. Maybe I should still search the painting because maybe something new could be on it. Couldn't get back into Death Stranding? Why? I mean, exactly, Meth Bear. I still have never, like, personally finished Prey, which is just stupid. Sorry, I hit my mic. What the fuck is that? A flatbread. Amazing. Do we make Grandpa throw up again? I'm curious. Maybe, like, after we talk to him a good bit. Alright, that's not working. My goodness. Is it more vocab? Yeah, I saw that, but I'm waiting for the Boglum Chronicles video on it because I don't want to watch an hour and a half of Cobra sitting there with his new lady. Wait, which picture? The one of Cobra sitting there with Naked and Laughing? Ooh, meanie. Yeah. I want to know who paid for that ticket and why they spent their money on that when they could have bought something useful. Night I swear to God, they really only, like, patched things up because Cobra wanted to end his dry spell. The only reason he's doing it. They're gonna break up and get back together like 7 zillion times. And if they move in together, oh my God. Yeah, he really did have like a shit-eating grin from the picture. There's a bulbous growth here. Oh. Yeah, from the screenshot I had basically seen, it was just, he was just sitting there like, you know, probably not that bear. Probably not. Which is really unsafe and gross. Okay, let's see. Go to kitchen corner. Ooh, apple. It looks black. Probably rotten. Jackfruit. Oh! Collect all foods achievement. On the gourmand grind. That's cool. It does look gross. Yeah. You were watching live, you don't know what was more cringe, those two or the mod that was spamming 100 times for her to sit on his lap. Oof. Yeah, but we don't know if they're in a committed relationship right now or not. Like, they've broken up twice in the past 2 weeks. I don't think it's, well, I guess we'll know if it's committed after this, right? She's talked so many times about wanting to marry him. And he's just like, yeah, I just want to get to know her, you know? Love is like a fine mead. Give it time. Oof. That's gonna be an interesting saga. Okay, that was filing cabinet 1. Alright, now we're on number 2. And, alright. Yeah, in committed relationships, sure. But, and even though he's been on a 6-year dry spell, I can't imagine someone going in without protection. Oh, God. Yeah, I know, he does. And it's very silly. Sorry. Aw, I hate that people get ads now. Wait. Okay, do we still have the same? Yeah. What is the paper doll? Ah! Okay. Let's go to Grandpa. Wait. Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry you get ads and stuff because I am monetized. So I could try to put I put soap in the potato. So that'll make Grandpa throw up again. So let's observe Grandpa. My God, look at it! Grandpa seems fatigued and almost anemic. Some of its spine appeared brittle, a cooperative, iron-rich meal like meat. Honey. I'm gonna teach it first. I like doing this part. This part's fun. Deep within Grandpa's strange... There appears to be nothing written here, or if there was, it was thoroughly erased. Okay, I'm fine with that. I want to teach him again. Look at him! Look at him! Look at him! Does him at the beginning or as soon as you come into the stream? Oh, there was an ad playing over my voice? Weird. Weird! You can hear it like moaning? Meaning. We further delve into abstraction with Whiskers. Yeah, but it's trying to speak. Partially, or perhaps for the most part, for the purpose of determining the origin of its recollections that precede its death. Dr. Hart has begun to theorize that the process of death in the structure of Whiskers is compressed back into the morpholactic nucleus and then later upon reestablishing the nerve netting that is laced through its spines. It's slowly reassembled and deployed as needed. I do not think this is the case, for I can plainly see that for growth cycles in which Whiskers is not receiving a pronunciation of vocabulary lessons, that its capacity generally for comprehending its environment is greatly diminished. And in the simulated conversations we carry out, Whiskers struggles greatly or else does not participate. In any case, we press on with our lessons and heed Dr. Hart's caution regarding terminating the growth cycle before Whiskers' allotted growth time passes, or if it appears to be becoming just a little too competent at appearing human. Okay. Oh, okay, that's still there from last time. So... That was Grandpa. That was Grandpa. Oh, that was me. You want me to feed him an apple? Okay.
The throat goat himself?
No, they will. They will, Master. They'll fucking get it taken away big time. Small cut of flesh from a jackfruit is bone dry and very hard. Yeah, we can feed it anything, but yeah, apple and doctors does make sense. So I'm going to feed it flatbread this time, and then no. I want to feed it the concealed soap and see if he throws up. Anything else? Sorry, Grandpa. The little hole? No, I was fucking... Hold on, let's see. Scissors! Hold on, I'm gonna feed Grandpa one more time. And then we can go... Good morning, John. And then, I'm gonna feed the Mersham. Feeling better, Grandpa? Oh, okay, so I'll have to feed him again. I'm going to open the bulbous growth. Yeah. Pure in the oily cavity, a powerful smell of rot arises, and many small, increate beings lay motionless and dead. However, you just barely hear the near silent slithering of something, or maybe it's just your imagination. Yeah, gross is one word. Oh, James, what did... Oh! No, I don't know. I might as well be, right? Anthropoid remnant 1. A self-sufficient animal form knit together from years of ambient thoughts left to crawl around the basement. Grandpa may enjoy the flesh. I know we're not supposed to feed it flesh, but now I want to. Yeah. Ugh. There I go. The marked one would call this a sus game, and he'd be right.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow.
Not knowing what game you're playing and just jumping in for the first time is Hi, Messinator? Yeah, it's called Growing Grandpa. I don't think I cleaned the other bulbous growth successfully. It didn't make the doo-doo-doo. Alright. Oh, right, this is clean. Did I search the painting again? Yeah. Another one. It's called Growing My Grandpa. I'm sorry. I just gotta get this over with. I'm sorry.
What?
I know. It's because we're growing our grandpa. Yeah, I like weird games. Like, alright. There are so many weird indie games and stuff like this that have the most interesting, bizarre stories. And while you can get that with some, like, AAA games and stuff, it's just not as common. Did I get all the crap? I guess so. Squelch. No, and nothing wrong with a weird game. I love it. Love a good weird game. Okay, so did I? Oh God, no! All right. I'm not doing that again. That's gross. This is still dark. Okay. Oh. Okay. So, oh, I didn't read these. Tomorrow should be interesting. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. Keep conversation not related to lab work minimum. Okay. Attachments to your wait, you're developing attachments to your colleagues. Contact me as soon as possible. Okay. Oh, oops, I didn't mean I meant to read it. After propagations are to be terminated after 5 weeks. Okay. I have glue. Is there a bulbous growth in here? No. I thought there was. Maybe in the kitchen corner? No. So I'm gonna feed... Fuck. I'm gonna feed Grandpa one more time, and then we're gonna communicate with Grampy. I'm gonna feed it. The anthropoid. Grandpa... Alright, Grandpa was a scientist who was working with this thing they called Whiskers. We are his granddaughter, and we've been wishing for our grandfather back since he died, and we are growing our grandpa. The other bathroom one. I have a lot. Poop? Probably?
You're shitting yourself. Poop is coming out
Yeah.
of your fucking asshole.
There you go. I'm a mature adult. Oh, your offering of flesh stirs something within Grandpa. From within the folds of its body, a wiry, proboscis-like appendage begins to emerge. It may be worth taking a look at after this feeding. Yeah, I like that one. Proboscis. Ah, you're asking me about your wish. When you wished for me to come back, that's when I knew I would. Your desperation was strong, and your wish for your parents, well, if you forgive me, if you give me what I want, I'll give you what you want. There's the catch. Well, hello there. You know that I love you. I am for you, whatever you want, and I love you just as much as you love me. But desperation love is not enough. People deep down know they can't get what they wish for without some transformation. There is something that sits at the root of everyone's soul that understands the separation between them and eternity. You may desire something, but you know you will not get it without some movement on your part. Jesus, Jay. So it is not enough to just wish, which you know will not work. You must wish a little more to transform your intention into something that might fructify, or for desire to become reality. I like that he's got glasses. Grandpa loudly clears its throat before gently responding in a lucid, well-projected voice. Ah, you're asking me about my shell. Oh, well, you see, I like to have something to grow in, something shaped like a person. It just helps to have something surrounding me when I don't have skin. My whiskers do the growing. My whiskers? Yes, you know, the hairy little things. I'm a part of it, and it is a part of me. However, my whiskers are what heard you wishing for me to come back, and so they went to work in the shell you provided. The shell also helps you envision me as what you desire. You have such a nice imagination. If I weren't in my shell, you'd have my whiskers exposed and knitting together my face. That might interrupt the feedback loop of my reading your desires, and then acting upon the desires I have read, and then once again reading your reaction. We wouldn't want that interfered with. The material of the doll you put down is a good fit. It's not the most comfortable, but it's quite flexible, and thankfully my shell was able to adjust nicely to my growth. I believe it's locked up. I heard them punch in the code many times as they placed part of the burnt-up dying self into the bin. They often forgot what the code was, and I had to check on the wall where they were always taping up sheets upon sheets of information. So much so that the new papers would cover the old. What do you think you would find in there? Well, perhaps something they did throw inside the trash from time to time, bits of paper and so forth. I remember seeing a man who looked quite like me. His daughter had given him a photo of her new boyfriend. He threw it into the bin in disgust and joked with one of his colleagues. It may still be in there for all I know. The fuck? You're asking about language. Well, okay. Yeah, well, we know that. Part of what I'm saying is, of course, made up of what you expect me to say. I think I'm very comfortable being open and honest with you because I'm your grandpa, and I love you, and certainly that makes up part of what I am. This is messed up. However, there's a part of me deeper down, the thing that created me maybe, that undying nucleus. It is answering for me as well, and it's unaffected by whoever might shape what I become with their thoughts. It's weird. Little friends. Well, yes, they come from me. They grow around me in pockets of flesh and protoplasm. I think of them like dreams, maybe. I'll explain. Have you ever had a dream that was sort of like a bunch of people, places, and events you'd experienced, all mixed together and jumbled up? It's a sorting through and disposing of the refuse of the mind. My little friends are like that, refuse. And in ridding myself of them, I am casting off the excess material I did not use in developing life forms. Probably, but probably very limited, Jay. Anyone who comes close to me, well, they are my eyes, my nose, my skin. Their thoughts become mine and shape what I make. However, when I was alone for so long, I didn't have a lot of people near me. What you're thinking and expecting of me is shaping what I'm saying, how I'm saying it. Do you understand? And so, because I did not have enough input from my surroundings in order to put the material to use, the material falls off my body, crawls away, and usually dies. I'm able to make the most of my material when someone is looking right at me, projecting who I will be, like you are now. What are you thinking and expecting of... What you are thinking and expecting of me is shaping what I'm saying, how I'm saying it. Do you understand? Yes! What the... He repeats himself. Okay, proboscis. Yeah, he wants my skin. Yep. Oh, you're asking me about my proboscis. It's a little tube I like to keep to help me feed on blood. You could say it is my real mouth, but not really a mouth. It appeared because you fed me flesh. One of those little friends you found, I think. You feeding me flesh was a symbol, a proposition, if you will, that you wanted to hold up your end of the bargain with regards to your wish. If someone is willing to hold up their end of a bargain and let me feed on them with my proboscis, then they can move on to the next step of the agreement, providing me with symbolic instructions. I hope that helps clear things up. Oh, you have another question. Do I like the blood? Well, my whiskers, I believe they like the blood and the flesh. It's strange. They are me, and yet they are now me. I think they meant not. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me, Adrienne. I am bound to them. They control me, and technically, yes, they did make me. However, you were the one who really grew me. In some ways, those whiskers, they are me, or a part of myself, or I am a part of it. That part is much more animal-like. Whatever might happen, know that I will always love you, and because it controls me, I might not be able to act how I would like, even if I do love you. A minuscule needle extends from its tip. There appears to be one more thing you must give. If only for the It does, doesn't it, Butler? Only for the sake of propriety. Grandpa has appreciated your blood offering. It will receive a symbol or totem from you now, although only one per offering. As the blood-fed proboscis retracts back into the folds of the fabric, you step away from the bars. Grandpa is accepting totems? How do I do that? Oh my god. I did that. Alright, I guess I'll end the week. How do I give it totems? Summary, 1 second. 1 second. Checking your thing. Okay. Oh. Are you enjoying this? I am. I like this game. This is cool. Yames did another game called Explore My Body. No. It'll just be rotten fruit anyway, John. Who could that be? Come in. Ah, Adrian, good to see you. Aren't you a little early? No matter. I have a hair on me? I suppose I have some time now. How have you been? How is your grandpa doing? That's why I wanted to talk to you. Something happened. Oh, what happened? Nothing bad, I hope. No, nothing bad. Just different, I think. Maybe even good. Well, I'll tell you about it. Well, last night, something woke me up. There was this noise at first. Can't. It was like it came from the walls. I could hear it from my bedroom, but there was something else. Something calling. I could hear it just barely. I was afraid somehow Grandpa hurt himself. I had to find out. That's open! I went downstairs and the vent, the place where I first found Grandpa, or what I grew him with, it was open. Do you remember how I told you the vent in the ceiling behind bars? I was thinking he had climbed up into it. He had gotten so big, he could have done that. Maybe he had gotten trapped somehow in the vent. I had to go see. That's different. It's not a backwards button, it's a forwards button now. I got inside. I heard the calling again, more clearly this time. Grandpa was definitely in the vent somewhere. I could feel him hearing my thoughts. I got that weird feeling, a sense in the air. I had to go forward. As I moved in closer, the vent had stuff in it. The kind of slimy, hairy stuff Grandpa would leave around a lot. He was definitely close. Something was there at the end. But it wasn't Grandpa. It looked maybe like he had made it, though. It was slumped in the corner, had a weird mouth, and it had its lungs on the outside and drew in just enough air to call out. And then it just stopped breathing. And then something was hanging over me. And then I woke up in my bed. In your bed, Adrian, it sounds like it was quite dreadful dream. Are you all right, by the way? Your face is twitching like you're about to have a violent sneeze. I'm fine. It's just Grandpa, you see. It took me a little while to figure out, but later on when I was brushing my teeth, I saw one of Grandpa's whiskers poking just out of the space under my eye. No. They said don't feed it flesh, but you didn't listen. Just like when you're told to stay away from bad boys. Yeah, well, I had to see what happened, okay? I had to. Under her eye. Bruh. We all won. Yeah, I am Grandpa. I am my grandpa now. And I started to remember how in the vent he hid inside of me. Girl. It was so fast.
What?
Yeah, Grandpa. No. I could barely remember, but soon I started to feel him sliding around in my head.
Savage. Penis size average.
Behind my forehead and behind my eyes and nose. It doesn't hurt at all. It's just ticklish. I'm glad I can be with him. Oh, I can feel him now. I think he wants to meet you. Part of him is moving down my arm.
Kiss your down turd mouth.
Oh,
in the
Philip.
ow.
Oh, he's moving down my arm. Oh. I'm starting to get worried, Adrian. You really should not be twitching like this. I should walk you to the nurse's office. Come on, let's go. You should really meet him. I've told you so much about him. Here. Grandpa, come on, man. What are you doing? Adrian, you're starting to look very ill. Please, just wait. Just stay still. He's gathering, waiting at my fingertips. Why do you look like that? You don't have to be afraid. Look. Oh. Dude, it's because I invented flesh. I fucked up. That's fine. Ooh, I failed. I don't know if you were here, Mesinator, but it told me not to feed it flesh or meat, and I did. So maybe did I save? Hold on, I want to see if I saved. Shit. Yeah, I did. I saved after I fed it meat. Yeah. So I would have to go start the game over again. Shit. I could try to do that. Yes. Alright. It might take a bit to get back there, though. And it's like 1 a.m. Alright, I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna stop here. You have to feed it trash or it becomes very creepy. I just can't. I shouldn't have fed it that thing that I found in the bulbous growth. So, yeah. Hi. I'm just gonna call you Maine. It's not really so much scary. It's very creepy though. Shoot, 'cause it's very unsettling, yeah, but very good. I do want to come back and get the better ending, and I plan on streaming tomorrow night. I want to play, My Eyes Deceive, and then could go back and then get the good ending of this game. Oopsie poopsie. But I'm gonna raid a channel. Let's do Kane. I've heard of that one. And I think I will check it out. But I'm gonna send you guys over to my friend Gozen. If that sounds okay with you. Gozen is lovely. He's playing Dead by Daylight. I think he's on a Be Right Back, but whatever. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good night. I'm gonna go sleep and stuff. Thank you again, Normal Jinx, for gifting this. I've had my eye on this game for so long. And Maine, I appreciate you stopping by. I'm sorry you came in at the end, but okay, I will take a look at it. Grandpa Ingrid, yeah. Alright, I'm going to start the raid over to Gozen. And it's gonna happen soon. And then I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tractor Beam in the morning, and then more games at night. Night, guys. Yay.